Hi, this is just a simple educational video to show those of you who are not familiar with receiving packages what to look for and how to note damages in the event that there is some. There's going to be a few variations depending on the size of your order and what you ordered. For example, if you've ordered a large kitchen, it may come in something similar to this, which is just a regular 4-foot skid, stacked high. It may have a loose item such as toe kick, crown molding. This will come generally loose with your shipment. Another thing might happen if you have something taller than 84 inches. Say you have a 96-inch pantry, a 96-inch oven cabinet. This is going to get laid down on an 8-foot skid, as you can see here. So, say for example you have a large kitchen that has all this and this. There may be a chance that you're going to get 2 skids. Make sure that you note that you have both skids. In the event that you don't, make sure that you note that on the delivery receipt with the driver. Another thing that might happen is if you have a small kitchen or a small bathroom, it may come shipped on a small skid like this with just a couple items strapped down. Make sure when it gets there that it's still strapped down. If it's not strapped down, sometimes they like to play a little trick and take it off the skid to maximize space on a truck. If it's not strapped down, make sure that you thoroughly check for damages. Please also keep in mind that when we ship something, it's either going to be shrink wrapped or strapped down to the skid, or possibly shrink wrapped and strapped down to the skid. This here is an example of a delivery receipt. You're going to receive this when the driver comes to drop off your shipment. It may vary depending on the trucking company that's used to ship your items. It's important to note on the delivery receipt where the piece count is. It'll be on the left-hand side of your delivery receipt. Make sure that the numbers on the left-hand side here in the piece count correspond with the numbers that you're supposed to be receiving. Now, take into consideration, filler strips, if you ordered 5 of them, may only come in 1 box. It's important to note how many boxes you receive and make sure that they correspond with the delivery receipt. Another thing, if you have a smaller order and it contains a loose piece, which would be 8-foot pieces of toe kick or crown molding, your delivery receipt is going to say 1 skid and 1 loose piece. For example here, 1 skid said to contain 4 pieces and 1 loose piece. Well, in this example, the loose piece was never delivered at the same time as the skid. So it's important to note on the delivery receipt, as this customer did, short 1 loose piece. That way a claim can be filed in your honor. The next thing is your packing slip. Each order should come with a packing slip. The packing slip may not correspond with the delivery receipt. The reason being was the aforementioned filler strips. Again, if you had 5 pieces on here for filler strips, it may only be in 1 box. So instead of having 8 items, your delivery receipt may only say that it contains 4 items. Another thing is, if you actually have damages, such as in this example here, the contents inside may not be damaged, but the box is visibly damaged. Make sure that you note something like this on the delivery receipt. If for some reason that the contents inside are damaged and you've noted this on the delivery receipt, a claim can easily be filed in your honor and we can get your replacement part to you. Now, I'm going to use this shipment as an example again. You can tell that there's many items on the shipment. We don't expect you to sit while the driver's there and unwrap every single item and inspect every single box, open it up, check for damages. What we do need to do is visibly look for any damages on the skid itself. You as the consignee have the right to check every box for damages. Doesn't mean you have the right to open up every single box while the driver's there. He's on a time crunch as well. Some drivers may insist that you do not have that right. That is incorrect. You do have that right to check for visible damage. If the driver will not let you do that, it is your responsibility to write on your delivery receipt, subject to inspection. That way, in case after he's left you find damage to your items, which you did not see because he tore out of there in a hurry, you have the right to write that on your delivery receipt. That way a claim can be filed in your honor. Now, it's very important after the delivery driver has left to still check for any concealed damage. You have 48 hours to report any concealed damage to us. The window is small because we only get a certain amount of time to report the concealed damaged items to the trucking company to report our claim. If you do find any concealed damage, it's important that you also take a photo and email that to us as well. It's also important to send us a copy of your delivery receipt reporting the damages. Now, just to sum things up, there's going to be a variety of different ways that your package may arrive, such as a large skid, a smaller skid, an 8-foot skid here. You may have loose items. It's very important, though, to keep in mind that you should know any visible damage on all the boxes. That way a claim can be filed in your honor. It's also very important to report back to us within 48 hours any concealed damage so the claim can be filed in your honor as well.